Once again, welcome back to Commerce class. Today we are going to start one more new chapter, that is planning. Planning is an intellectual process of thinking resorted to decide a course of action which helps achieve the predetermined objectives of the organization future. Separate plans are prepared for various departments and then the top executive of the organization takes steps to coordinate the various departments of plans. Not only that, planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and who is going to do it. Formally, planning includes all the activities that leads to the definition of objectives and to the determination of appropriate course of action to achieve these objectives. And also, planning is a predetermined course of action. This term is defined in two ways. One is based on future, second as a thinking function. Planning is informed anticipation of future where deciding in advance what is to be done in future. And also, planning is a thinking process and organized foresight, a vision based on facts and experiences that are required for intelligent actions. So, to prepare planning, there are some steps which are helpful to reach organizational goals. So, let us discuss about the steps in planning process. First one, setting or establishment of objectives. Planning requires a systematic approach. That's why the idea behind planning is to achieve desired objectives. Therefore, the first step in planning is to clearly define and describe the objective of the organization. So, objectives provide a rationale for understanding various activities as well as indicate a direction of efforts. And goals should be specified in qualitative terms. Not only that, while setting objectives, all efforts must be made to anticipate the problems and relevant opportunities likely to arise in future. Second step, establishment of planning premises. Planning premises are the assumption about the lively shape of events in future. Establishment of planning premises is concerned with determining where one tends to deviate from the actual plans and causes of such deviations. Third, identifying alternatives. Planning is to identify the alternatives. Various alternatives can be identified based on the organizational objectives and planning premises. The concept of various alternatives suggests that a particular objective can be achieved through various activities. In order to identify the various alternative courses of action, it is required to collect all necessary information from primary and secondary sources. The information collected must be current and reliable. Only those alternatives which are directly and strategically related to the achievement of desired objectives should be considered. This is known as the principle of a limiting factor or key factor. Fourth, evaluation of alternative or choice of alternative. When forecasts are available and premises are established, a number of alternative course of actions have to be considered. For this purpose, each and every alternative will be evaluated by weighing its pros and cons in the light of resources available. Not only that, the merits, demerits, as well as the consequences of each alternative must be examined before the choice is being made. After finished objectives and scientific evaluation, the best alternative is chosen. Fifth, formulation of derivative plans. After deciding the basic plan, detailed and derivative plans such as policies, procedures, rules, programs, budget, etc. should be formulated. The derivative plans help to implement the basic plan. Not only that, derivative plans are the sub-plans or secondary plans which help in the achievement of main plan. That's why secondary plans will follow from the basic plan. Sixth, securing cooperation. After the plans has been determined, it is necessary, rather advisable to take Subordinates are those who have to implement those plans into confidence, which means plans must be communicated to the employees in full details. This will help to secure willing cooperation from them. Useful suggestions from employees may be considered and they should be motivated to execute the plans to the best of their abilities. Last and final step, follow up or appraisal of plans. After choosing a particular course of action, it is put into action. After the selected plan is implemented, it is important to appraise its effectiveness. This will enable the management to correct deviations or modify the plans, which means plans are to be reviewed periodically. If required, plans are to be revised in the light of certain facts and changing environment. Continuous revision of plans ensure their relevance and effectiveness and enable the management to draw up subsequent plans on the basis of relevant experiences. Finally, this step establishes a link between planning and controlling function. So this is what about steps in planning process. Thank you.